History remembers the 11th century philosopher Shao Yong as a mystical diviner. In reality, he was a systems architect seeking a deterministic algorithm of reality. His masterwork, the Yuan-Hui-Yun-Shi, operates as a mathematical ontology, a complete source code designed to map the universe. Within this system, celestial mechanics, human history, and political behavior all derive from the same computable base 4 matrix. Understanding reality requires a total surrender to the absolute certainty of pure mathematics, discarding unpredictable human narratives. The northern Song city of Luoyang became a crucible for intellectuals seeking a universal theory of truth. Scholars like Sima Guang argued that truth could only be found by recording the verifiable empirical facts of human history. Shao Yong viewed this empirical approach as insufficient. He believed that human history, as recorded by people, was inherently limited by subjective experience and clouded by bias. He proposed a new epistemological framework called Guanwu, or objective observation, as the necessary tool to decode the universe. He differentiated between using the self to observe, which is tainted by personal emotion and desire, and using things to observe things. Treating the mind as a flawless mirror allows the observer to identify macroscopic cosmic laws through mathematical patterns. The Yuan-Hui-Yun-Shi algorithm begins with a primary binary split of a universe into heaven and earth. Heaven divides through yin and yang to generate 4 temporal variables: sun, moon, stars, and zodiac. Earth divides through gong and rao to generate 4 spatial elements: water, fire, earth, and stone. When these celestial and spatial variables interact, they form a 4x4 matrix. These 16 core permutations serve as the building blocks of the physical world. Shao Yong mapped these 16 permutations onto biological taxonomy, grouping life into 4 categories: flying, running, plant, and tree. Because the system is fractal, these 16 permutations multiply by themselves and the 4 temporal cycles. This nested scaling allows the algorithm to calculate over 289 million biological variations without the need for physical observation. Within this framework, reality represents the inevitable output of a symmetrical base 4 equation. In this system, the algorithm that organizes physical space applies identically to the measurement of time. This chart shows the master temporal unit, the yuan, a complete cosmic cycle of exactly 129,600 years. The system subdivides this further. 1 yuan contains 12 hui epochs. Each hui contains 30 yun, and each yun contains 12 shi. 1 shi equals exactly 30 years. This provides the mathematical definition of a single human generation. Human history functions merely as a microscopic gear, turning precisely and predictably inside the relentless machinery of this colossal cosmic clock. Shao Yong applied this 129,600-year model to the practical problem of statecraft, seeking to ground political action in universal law. He mapped 4 leadership archetypes: the emperor, the monarch, the king, and the hegemon, directly onto the temporal algorithm's 4 seasons. This creates the principle of yin-shi, acting in accordance with the times. Effective governance requires matching the cosmic season. Attempting a winter strategy during a spring epoch is a mathematical error, a failure to align with the universe. This system treated governance as a discipline of temporal alignment, removing moral ambiguity in favor of mathematical synchronization. For a ruler, this matrix offers a unified theory to predict the macroscopic trends of civilization. However, Orthodox historians rejected the model, characterizing it as far and empty. Their primary objection was that Shao Yong prioritized mathematical deduction over the verifiable recorded facts of the human past. Shao Yong countered that relying solely on recorded history is like looking at the sky from a well. The debate highlights a central tension: whether to trust empirical reality or the deduced perfection of mathematics. Applying this algorithm to the present day allows us to determine our exact position within the 129,600-year cycle. The Yuan-Hui-Yun-Shi calculates the beginning of this cycle at roughly 67,000 BCE. We are currently located in the 7th Hui, the 12th Yun. The objective implication is that we have passed the peak of this cycle's expansion and have entered the contraction phase of a cosmic winter. The practical takeaway, or shinfa, is to calculate the historical phase and align one's actions with the dictated time. The Huangji Jingshi remains a sophisticated blueprint, built on the conviction that the universe follows a flawless code.